Hi everybody, welcome back to Breath of the Wild and the lovely fishing tip that we have there on how to fish better, which involves no rod, no skills, just jumping on the fish and being faster than it. And from my days of Subnautica, we all know that the faster that you are from something, the less scary it becomes. To you who set foot in the shrine,
Challenge me!
in the name of the Tsar, for this trial, bring it on!
With explosives, apparently.
And immediately, we start out with one of my
I'll be stored in my little booklet.
favorite things in this game. Magic upgrades!
Oh shit.
2 bombs. 2 types of bombs. Huge.
That would have been nice against those explosive barrels.
Huge freaking deal. Love it. Love it so much. The reason, I'm sure, might be obvious to some, not so much to others, so I will tell you my reason for loving. Round bombs are great because you take them, you whip them, they hit the ground, they roll. So you can take advantage of things like hills and have them roll down a freaking large distance into a group of a whole bunch of enemies and go boom. Well, square bombs, you take them, you throw them, they go and stop moving. Which makes it great if you're like trying to run away from something and you want your bombs to stay put. And of course they're on a timer, so they're infinite in the amount you can have.
Jesus Christ!
Bombs are great! I wish I could make my own weapons though. Finding weapons always peeves me. I want to be able to find my own weapons. Or not find, make my own weapons. That would be great.
That was all of the wrong buttons. I just wanted to clean out my inventory a little bit.
So I have to waste stuff. So last time I was here, I talked a little bit about being incredibly stressed out. I want to go into a little bit more detail. Not a lot, a little. The reason I was so stressed out is because, holy crap. Christ, look at me thinking with my head and not trying to kill myself. What happened? I was like, smart. God. The place that I work outside of this, which is, you know, unfortunate. I'd rather be spending more time here, but it is what it is. Working with other people can be
In it goes. I drop a bomb.
hard.
And then it
I
goes,
believe,
whee!
and I had
And then
this
I go,
conversation.
boom!
Oh my god, that was great too.
Then I have to do it again because it wasn't enough.
So smart. I talked to one of my friends about this, but then,
Yep, I guess
and,
that's where
and
we're
she and
We'll
I
stop there.
agree.
And then I'll get moved down there. Ooh, this will be interesting.
that
Hi, Hosilla!
if you ever feel that you don't, how did we word this? If you feel like you're having problems in life,
know what I wanna
or,
do.
or if you think that certain people in your life are being a pain in the butt, or if you find somebody who's just generally seems to be rude
I
and ungrateful
believe I
and
can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
if only I could sing.
I thought about it every night.
Only.
Trying to. Ooh.
Everybody in their life should have one customer service job at some point. Just any job where you have to sit behind a till and deal with people all day.
I don't know what the bouncy ball is,
Because
but I want it.
nothing will teach you greater patience than having a customer service job. Well, I got it off. Not how I meant to, but I got it off. Because it is sometimes one of the hardest things to do. People cannot be fun to deal with. And when you're behind that till, you seem to cease in their minds to be a person and are just a thing there for their service.
Fit in there?
No. No, no, and much more no. So, to all of those of you out there who know what I'm talking about,
Damn it.
and then when you're trying to get stuff done and you have other people that maybe aren't quite as motivated or as desiring to do stuff as you, well, then it just... Trying to babysit 3 other people while doing the jobs of 2 other people. including yourself, is just
Success!
stressful. Now, I say all of this, and fully in mind that the people I am talking about may be watching this episode, and nothing bad ill towards
I
them.
have
I'm
brought
not saying
you your
anything
ball.
here. Yes, you have. That's not what you do with it. Anything I say behind somebody's back, I would have no problem saying to their face. That's just one of my staple rules. Anything you say to anybody or about anybody behind their back, you better be damn ready to say directly to your face. Otherwise, you should not be saying it to them at all. That rule, and I have one other really big rule. Okay, I did the shrine, and in, 6 minutes, record time. How about that? Rule number 2 that I have that I hold very close to me is that you can do, say, or think, pretty much anything you want. Free country, free minds, free will. However, that which you say, think, or do cannot affect somebody else's life, well-being, or anything that they are doing. Because, now don't take this as like absolute black and white rule, because obviously there are going to be exceptions based on circumstance. Life is important on circumstance. But that's one of my biggest rules, is don't do something that has ill effect on other people, which is, I think, why it bothered me so much at work, because you can go to work and you can have like a ho-hummy attitude and not care about things and not want to do a lot of work and be a little bit lazy. That's fine. You can do that, as long as it doesn't affect any of your coworkers or bosses around you, which in this case, it did. And that's probably one of the reasons why it irked me so much. Ooh, bomb attempt. You think this is gonna work? Huh? You think I can actually take this thing down with a bomb? No, I don't think this is gonna work at all. It does so precious little damage.
Suck it! Right in your oh my god. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Woo!
Yeah, you need to get out of there, Brian.
Alright, maybe
This
you
is
and
a bad
I, we're
idea.
not ready for this yet.
No. You will never be ready for this. These things will never get any easier.
Back the way we came.
You'll just get
Back
better
the way we
equipment and more
came.
ability to not die in one shot.
Find this thing?
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, blah 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 blah. People listen to 80% of how you say the things and only 20% of what the words actually are coming out. So this might look incredibly important to somebody and maybe not to others, but because I'm emoting a lot, it becomes interesting. Maybe.
This is that wall.
I have huge standards.
I need to find a vantage point
Like,
so I can find the next
stupid
room.
standards. I, throughout my life, have managed to talk myself out of so many things.
Based on process of elimination.
Because of how my brain functions. I can see things, and
God.
right, I did have segue. I actually had segue for this. I hopped on my YouTube channel the other day, and I had a new comment from someone sitting there saying, "Hey, cool videos, like what you're seeing. You should come over to my page, check it out. I'm always open to criticism. If you have any pointers or anything to help me out, that'd be great." I was like, cool, I'm all for networking. Let's head on over there and say hi and see what kind of stuff you do and say stuff. Well, I did.
That's one. That's definitely
And
one.
as I said, I have ridiculous standards. Everything I saw was fine. It was great. He was doing stuff. He was releasing stuff on a regular basis. He had stuff that was going on. It was cool.
Let's go to the church now.
I personally didn't like
We gotta
it.
figure out how to get up there still.
And that's fine.
like the church
That's
might
my
be a good way
opinion.
to go.
It wasn't for me.
need
It
some
wasn't the kind of
food.
stuff that I would watch. But I have that in a lot of things where I may not like something, but I still understand its merit. I just personally don't like it. But for me, that's big because personally there's a lot of things that I find could be better. This included. Anytime I watch these back, I sit there and go, that could be better. And then I could sit here and write a script up for it and make funnier jokes and do everything better, but that's not the point. I'm trying to keep things natural. I'm just trying to be here
Might be another one.
and learn some communication skills a little bit better and have a good
Survey
time.
says,
No death!
be an actor.
So, as I was watching this guy's stuff, I was like, okay, cool. Now, what do I do? Because I saw some of his videos, I was like, I could leave a comment here, or I went to his discussion board, and I was like, I could leave a comment here,
Almost looks like
and I...
they came here to...
I got trapped. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to say it. Because I wanted to keep my opinion, my personal opinion to myself because it wasn't relevant. Because the stuff that I saw was still fine. But I didn't want to come off as a pompous ass going like, oh, this is fine, but you can do this to improve this and this to improve this. And he doesn't know me. He doesn't know that that's what I do. I just see that in everything. And it's just how I am.
Backbone of every Zelda game.
I wanted to establish a network, and I want to start growing a network, much like I do here, because I like network, and I like how things happen when you bring a lot of people together and they start spewing ideas out, and good God, I'm hoping that I get a whole bunch of ideas from you guys of neat stuff to do and clever anecdotes, because fuck, you've probably got some great ideas. I just haven't heard them yet. So I was stuck there for probably an hour or so, and then I had to bugger off, and then I came back and I sat down on my computer again and looked at the screen and was like, I don't know what to say! And I looked through all the other comments, and none of them looked like something that was up my alley for saying, and I wasn't gonna lie and say something that I didn't actually mean, so I didn't know what to say! It was weird. I felt awkward, and trying to talk to somebody else on YouTube that was gonna read it? Which doesn't make sense, because I'm sitting here and blabbing all this right now to you guys, and I'm complaining about writing two sentences to somebody else who can just watch these, and maybe it's because they had the opportunity to reply back, which also doesn't make sense, because you guys had the opportunity to reply back, and you're going to reply to this, positive, negative, neutral, and I'm going to see it all anyway there, and then I can reply, and then you can reply. It just felt weird. I don't know why, but it felt so weird, and it was hard to do. Ugh. I really need to eat. As you can tell by the shirt, I'm still in the same recording session that I was from my last episode. And because of the down anxiety, depression...
Well, whoopsie-doopsie, I'm here a little early-whirly.
I haven't eaten much today at all, because stress tends to take away my appetite, much like sickness. So, good for getting rid of the chubby-wubs. He says, knowing full well that when he gets hungry, I'm going to gorge. I just went from third tense to first tense. Very good. On the plus side, this means my mood's going up, which is wonderful. Thanks, guys. You're helping me be all...
No, I was just going to hunt you.
But I think the point was, that I was trying to get to in this roundabout way, is that guy gave me another example of times when I have stupid high standards, and my stupid high standards tie nicely to my second or first big rule, where you can do anything you want, but it can't affect other people. That in itself is setting you up for massive destruction, because there's almost nothing you can do in life without affecting other people. So in a way, it's a way to stop myself and other people from doing anything by giving them a condition saying you can, but... So it sounds like it's a choice, but really it's not. It's getting into some deep shit here. I need to get out of the water and go somewhere else a little bit nicer. Let's look at the fact that I'm having my first issue with the shiver wivers as I enter an area that's a little bit on the piss cold side of things. Yes, temperature in this game. How do you feel about temperature? Oh, I don't have the glider yet. I wish I had the glider. This is going to disappear soon. I don't have much longer, and I know it's a bad habit. I like to sit here, and I like to play with the facial hair. I like to stroke it and feel the tingly-winglies in between my fingery-wingeries. But I have a convention coming up soon in British Columbia. I'm going all the way over there for it. Idea. And I'm working on a new costume for it, as well as an old costume that I have.
I need to find
I like to dress up as one of the few people I would consider to be a role model for me when I was younger.
No, what?
You're dying. You're in the cold. You're freezing. You're dying. Get it through your head. Don't teleport there. Smart. There you go.
I know how to get out of here before I die.
Uh-huh.
I have sucked out the warmth.
Excuse me? You have sucked out the warmth? I don't know what I was saying. I probably haven't thought of it. Anyway, the costume that I typically like to do a lot is from a guy who I viewed as a role model from the time, not because of who he was, but because of what I saw him is Jim Carrey. Very much liked him back in the day for his movies. I've
Hey, buddy,
been told on numerous
it's cold
occasions
up there.
that Brian, you act like Jim Carrey. I like that way of being. It's fun. It's energetic. It makes me happy. Jim Carrey always made me go, ha! Because I liked his acting style. It was marvelous and it made me happy in the sides. So I quite often cosplay The Mask.
Alright.
And everybody,
better than the
not
Beatles
everybody,
sensation.
but I get a lot of compliments about how I do it very well and I'm very much in character, which is great because I'm not in character. I'm putting on no acting skills. I'm just being myself and having fun. And apparently it comes off very well. But I have a new costume that I'm doing, and it has been eating a lot of my time because it's new and I've never done anything like this. But I wish to dress up as Papyrus from Undertale, which is desirable because I have a friend
There would be one.
who is planning to do Sans, and we figured that our personalities would be great because he's got a t-shirt that also sums up one of the great rules of his life, where it's got just it's a black t-shirt with it's got words on it and it says meh
Is there a way to, like,
right across
clear
it in
all?
small white letters, just meh. And that's him in a nutshell. It's just, you say anything, you talk about things, you try to get dramatic with him and just be like,
All the pins are
Okay.
outside.
it's great. He gives no shits. It's a super logical mindset. And me being all floopy, we figured if he was Sans and I was Papyrus, it would work out great.
There, let's head to that one.
And then his wife is quite the shy little thing
I
too,
don't
so
see
she was
anything
going to
there,
go
but
as
there's
the
probably gonna be something there.
the ghost. I was gonna say Pumpkaboo, but that's a Pokemon. I don't remember what it's called. And then we had one of our other friends who wanted to be Metaton, and we figured if 4 people going the same thing, it'd be way more fun. So that's what I have to do tomorrow, is try to get that stinking costume done. So I'm trying to catch up on all my stuff today.
We need to find orange ones.
Ow, I've been at this for a long time and I haven't really done anything, but I've talked a lot. This playthrough is going to be massive if I'm able to talk for all this. Huh. I don't know. Well, this episode has gone on for a layered chunk of time. And with that, the sneeze indicates the ending point of the episode. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I don't even know what I accomplished this episode because I was not paying attention at all. So, whoops. We'll come back next time and see if we get anywhere exciting from this. So, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you next time in more Breath of the Wild. Bye-bye!